What is up, YouTube? This is One Nowhere. We're getting back into a ranked game of TFT. We're currently at 0 LP in Diamond 2, so we do really need this one in order to keep it going, at least in the correct direction. We could go other directions, but that would be a little less good for us. So I'm hoping to walk through my decision-making process a little bit this game, ideally showing what sort of decisions I'm trying to make and what I'm looking at different stages of the game. I like to start off by checking out what other legends are people playing. Got some Urf and Koro, one Master Yi, one Veigar. That's good information to keep track of because someone who's playing like Master Yi, for example, is much more likely to be forcing something like Demacia, or even Aphelios Bastion, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, we're playing Ezreal, learning some better tempo gameplay is the idea. We do get gifted an interesting opener, Void, which is often pretty strong early because of the little Voidling that you get. I don't know what he's called, the Void Remora. Often means that you can take some early victories in the early rounds. With Aaron Mount, you typically want to wait to see what are the first items that you get. This would work very well for Vel'Koz, by the way. But yeah, you want to see what the first items are that you get before you crack yours open. So this right here is a Shojin. That would be very good for Vel'Koz. I'm holding on to the Karma for a second, but chances are we end up selling her. I think we're going to sell her in pre-level, because we're going to be looking to take some early advantage with the items that we have. Alright, we are fine with that. Go for it. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. We're definitely going to try to go hard here on the on this strategy. Actually, Teemo, place him towards the front. Actually, no, we can just leave him in the back. This tank will be enough. And our Cho'Gath is going to hold an Ionic Spark, so we're going to have very, very good AP damage coming through. We're just going to slam items immediately. We're looking to try to beat everyone else at the moment. I think we should be able to with the opener that we have. Let's see, we're looking for Rod. Take another Rod. Less happy about this one. We can take... Let's just take more Rods, honestly. Oh man, we actually dropped the first round because I don't think we slammed fast enough there. Sort of forgot about our 3 anvils sitting around. Yikes. It's okay. We should be able to start streaking from this round then. The Archangel Staff isn't super good on sorcerers, and the reason for that is that it just scales over time, and really we're just looking to burst down as quickly as possible. Like, we need a jeweled gauntlet on this guy. Sona carry can actually be very solid at the moment, though, as well. Our front line's just not yet there. Yikes. Opener challenger boards are just so strong right now. Callista is insane. Absolutely insane. That's a very early Callisto too. I guess he got it dropped. Does look like we're just taking a Sona pair here. Might need to slam Redemption on our front line. do think that's the case. We're not looking to play Void for too long. We just need to establish a solid front line first. And until then, we're definitely playing Void. Ezreal does get a little bit devalued by Aaron Mount. Reason for that being, with everyone starting off with 3 items, your extra random items are a little bit less valuable. Is he still playable? Probably. Is he quite as good? Definitely not. We'd really like this Rek'Sai here. We need gloves, and Rek'Sai could be our second bruiser for now. Beautiful. Alright, that's JG on our homeboy Vel'Koz. I do almost wonder if it would be worth switching it over to Sona, though. At this point, Sona is going to be a bit of a boss. Huh. Game's like begging me to level. I think we can try it. If we level here, we should be able to start to win some rounds in a row. If we do that, it's well worth it. Alright, let's see. What can our Vel'Koz do? That's the real question. It's a good amount of damage. Not gonna lie. That hits hard. Good, that's one. His econ is much better than ours, but we can start making it work. Oh wow, we get an early Lux? That's insane. I'm holding these Malzahars over the Rek'Sai pair or the Teemo because we're looking, one of 2 options that we have is really just sort of move up and go for vertical sorcerers. It's probably the better of the 2 options, that over multicasters. And so occasionally you'll need to play Malzahar or Orianna a little bit into later game to make sure you can get up to that 6 sorcerer breakpoint, at which point your damage spreads to multiple enemies, not just one. That's a very, very important step for going vertical sorcerer, so we're going to hit that here. And keep these Malzahars around if we can. What's our damage looking like? Wow, Vel'Koz just shredding everything. Sork's Bat on Sona would be sort of the most optimal situation if we're able to find a spatula. Okay. In a second, we're gonna really check through what other comps people are playing. Ooh, we want that. It's probably worth holding it over making the econ. It hurts, but I think we have to do it. So, we have Piltover Bastion. We have Bastion Deadeye that's almost certainly gonna transition into Aphelios. This guy's probably also trying to go Aphelios. Ionia, sort of up in the air, but probably challengers. Another Bastion Deadeye. Shadow Isles, that's very strong. A lot of Bastion players, so I think we're being a little bit rewarded for being the only Sorks player. I think we're still okay to clump for the time being. We really want our Sona to hit everything of theirs. And everything of ours as well for the bonus. That Garen hurts, but I think, yeah, we got it. Very nice. I think we... It's such a difficult decision-making point there. We so want to be able to make econ, but I think it's almost more valuable holding what we need. Grab bag can help, but I would really wish... Oh, final reserves. It's almost certainly that. Jewel Lotus 3 is excellent as well, but the final reserves is going to help us a lot. Like, of course, it's the classic. When you're starting to win streak, when you're up at the top of the scoreboard, that's when you see final reserves. When your opponents see final reserves, when they need it. It's right before they die. Makes things a little more complicated, but you know what? I still think we can manage. I don't think we're going to go for a standard final reserves cash out though, but I could be mistaken. Maybe we do. But the final reserve strat, you typically try to make your way up to level 8 before you get your reserves popped. And at that point, you're pretty happy. Level 9, start rolling for 5 costs, you get some extra gold. It's very strong. Oh, and beautiful when we run into Piltover, so we get to keep our streak going. Battle Ready 3, huh? He's going to be a tough cookie. He's at 5 Piltover, he's just praying for a Heimerdinger somehow. Still hasn't popped his items, makes sense though. Just waiting to see what he rolls into when he starts rolling down. To cash out. We love us some final reserves though.
This is very exciting.
Buy us some more Sorks. It's interesting. It's very tempting to level, but we don't really have much that we get to add in for it, so I think we're fine. If we take a loss, we take a loss. It's okay. Chances are we do, because the people we're running into are strong at this point. If we had the Vel'Koz too, I'd feel like we're gonna win pretty much any of these, but not without it. Yeah, absolutely destroyed. That's A-okay though, we've been making our way up there. We can start losing a lot of rounds in a row as well because of the final reserves. Really key is just fixing our econ. There's like some world where we're actually allowed to get Lux because no one's really playing things that get rewarded by it. I mean, unfortunately, the bow means someone will take it. Yeah, for Gwynsu. Could be that we were supposed to take Vel'Koz ourselves, but I think we're prioritizing... Sparring gloves. It's hard to tell. On a 4 cost, helps fix the econ. I'm not bummed about it. We're just playing the slow econ game here. We're fine losing some rounds. We're fine almost losing straight up until we're at 1 HP, so we can chill. What are we running into? More Bastion. Ionia, Slayer. Nice thing if we do continue playing Sorks, though, into popping our final reserves, is that we're pretty likely to find a suitable Ahri. Love to kill one more unit here, but I don't think we're going to manage it. Oh, we do. Nice. Alright. It's interesting. I'm actually not quite sure if we're supposed to lose, considering that we have the final reserves. It's just the power spike is so high if you're able to go 8, get this active. But I really think we're kind of okay to not be, you know, not try to roll at any point, considering that we're happy to lose with the final reserves backup. And we're also playing a comp that nobody else is in, so it's not like they're going to be hitting things before we do. Like, no one's playing this. Nice. That's a very nice loss. Take as many of those as we can get. Our Piltover cash-out friend did indeed manage, so that's going to be a little scary. Radiant Zephyr, multiple Thieves' Gloves. Ooh. Spooky. Giant Slayer's solid. Otherwise, I'm not super thrilled with what we're seeing. But yeah, we're just pushing levels. If we could find a Sorks Bat, we'd be so happy. Solid setup this guy has. That's Aphelios Bastion. But hopefully this is around the time when we start getting rewarded for the fact that, you know, a bunch of people are trying to play that. As then they're going to have a hard time finding their 4-cost 2-star. We should not have that problem. Ooh. It's just tons of stats. Could be we're dropping a Sunfire. Almost certainly will be. Given how many Bastion players there are, I'm a little bit worried about the self-heal. Wow, we actually win this. Akshan 2 is not good enough for him. I'm not a big fan of the Guinsus on Akshan. I just prefer raw damage output. When he ults, you want him killing things every time, really. But honestly, where we're at life total wise, we're just gonna continue push XP because it's looking good so far. We can lose, what, at least another 3 rounds before we're even thinking about it. By then, we should be very, very close to level 8. That's all we need. And we're just saving gold for our roll downs. It's very likely, by the way, that I end up making a Bloodthirster on this show. If we do go for a more traditional roll down on 9, might end up playing Belveth, at which point we'd be very happy to have the Bloodthirster instead of something a lot worse or less suited for her. It's a good loss, though. I'd love to find one more Vel'Koz about now. Ooh. We're taking the early Ahri. I think unfortunately without the Sork's Bat, Sona's not doing enough for us. Alright. Oftentimes, people try to get their final reserves popped right before Raptors so that they have a little bit of extra time to roll. In this case, I think we just need to go fast. And I think it should end up being better for us. It's going to be tough, though. I'm not going to lie. Thief's Gloves is a very solid option for some of our front line. I think the utility of the Void is pretty much gone now, though. Oh, nice. It's kind of a perfect loss. We're gonna have a lot of gold to play with when we go down. Could be a couple people die before us, too, even before we get our final reserves popped. I'm gonna wait until during the round to sell the, well, I'm gonna sell the Ori now, but I'm gonna level only during. Ooh, interesting. Alright. Let's see. Could be tank items. Tank items are good. More gloves is also an option. Not really seeing what we need. I think it's going to be the Rod for Heimer to make a Gwynsu. We got Zephyred. Yikes. Alright, beautiful. One more loss to go. Pretty much looking to play any 5 costs. It's nice to run into Piltover now, though. Like, next round would have been optimal, but won't be seeing him for a couple rounds. Heimer, solid. Probably looking for, like, shred, burn on him. Something along those lines. Also hold on to a Nasus. Could be we're playing that in our front line. We'll find out though, won't we? This guy already with the Aatrox too though, that hurts. Means we're less likely to find it. Don't like to see that. Alright. It's time to go. Let's see if we can do it. Damn, that wasn't quite enough, wasn't it? Alright, let's see if that's enough. I think we've done a reasonably good job. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, good. We'll fix our board a little bit now as well. Ooh. Do think we need the Ahri. Need to hit Ahri 2 here, considering that we already have the items for her. Beautiful. Okay. There. Probably not this guy. Instead we play the Belveth. I think that's about right. Take our Senna too. Really, I think that's pretty much it. Positioning's not perfect, but we'll see. Probably Rise over Belveth. We did just run into Piltover again, though. That is the most unlucky round for that to happen, so we'll see if we can win this. Boom. We do. Beautiful. Knock him right out of there. This should be our hardest opponent, considering he's the guy with the cash out and a very, very strong Radiant Zephyr. It's interesting. Could get a third Shuriman in if we can find a solid one. It's just Azir, really, but that doesn't really help the rest of our build, so... Not so sure. Not really sure what's best. Might be Sedge. Keep our front line super strong. Gwen, Zeri... Shadow Isles... Yeah, it's almost certainly Gwen. Plays well with almost everything that we have. Alright, let's see if we can beat the Callista 3 now. He has some strong front line. Keeps his Callista alive for just so long. But the Callista herself doesn't have enough items to really capitalize on it, so we're okay. That's another one. Bites the dust. Beautiful. That's a top 4. That's a top 3. Let's go. 2 more. So we're still looking for Belveth 2, but honestly, actually Scion 2 is significantly better. We're not really carrying the Belveth. Could be that she's even just replaceable outright without the items. That does make her a bit better. Could just be Zephyr, though. Who am I playing against? One Zephyrable enemy. One of them Zephyrable. I think we're gonna try it. Nice. Alright, let's see. I should do something. Boom. So yeah, final reserves, huh? Didn't play super well our opener, but, I mean, we didn't have to hit particularly well, we didn't have to do particularly much, because turns out, hitting level 8, hitting final reserves, seems like you hit all of your legendaries 2-star. That Aphelios is definitely moving, isn't he? Nope, he didn't. I think this lifts the Heimer, though? Nope, it lifts him. And he concedes. Just quits outright. Let's see, can he beat my Ghost? Hope not. Want to try to win next round before he gets to see another carousel. Beautiful. That's exactly what's going to happen. Hey look, we did it. What you can do as well is you can look to position like this, and then last second swap back to your own board, get a perfect Zephyr. It's a nice little trick. And that's a first, baby. That's a first. We take those. Yo, thanks for watching, YouTube. If you like that final reserves content, drop a like. Leave a comment saying how ridiculously overpowered it is. Until next time, it's one nowhere. Peace.